Welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. All right, my homeschool mamas out there, this one's for you. I challenge you today to stop worrying about the end of the year homeschool test. As everybody knows, with homeschooling, we have our own curriculum. Like I do my fingerprint curriculum. We do, you could put 30 homeschool moms in the same room and we'll have a notebook and it'll be, oh, what did you say? Let me write that down. Let me go check that out. Let me go review that. Because there's just so much, like variety. And that's one of the beauties of homeschool. But there is one thing that is consistent among us. Like, we have to give a test to our children. Some give their own test that they purchase through the companies. And there again, there's a list of suggested tests online with our State Department there is that gives us a list of what is an acceptable test. And then there's other people that go and take their children to be tested at testing centers or with homeschool groups. I prefer to do it that way. And I did it because I had such a negative backlash at the very beginning about the choices that I had made as a mom to homeschool my children. And that was one of the things that I didn't want anybody looking at me going, yeah, Solomon that smart? Yeah, really? So I was like, yeah, really, he is. And it would be somebody from Wilmington giving him the test, not me. So that was my initial decision to do it. And I'm just really glad I stuck with that because that's one thing that takes the pressure off of me, that I'm not the giver of the test. But I will tell you now, mamas, this is a trying time for us if we let it. Because just like in the public schools, us teachers, we worry, we work so hard. And when we get to the end, we never know what the testing is going to be like for the students in the public school setting, and it's just a high stressful environment. Remember, we took our kids out of that. We got to remove ourselves from that kind of mindset too. Bottom line, we know where our children are. We know their strengths and their weaknesses, and we know that it's definitely not on like a paper, that looks like that. Okay. I'll tell you right now, there's the test results from last year. I'm getting ready to wake them up in 4 minutes, and we are going to be traveling to go and take their end of the year test. And at this point, you can say, well, what do you do? How do you prepare? How do you feel? I'm going to be honest. We can have mixed emotions. Last year, when I walked away from the testing, that was the first year that Sam had been tested, and I cried, and he didn't see it. I cried because I was just so overwhelmed, because it had been just a challenging year for us. He was just learning how to read. He was learning how to put letters down, and I was like, God, there's so much for my child. You have so much for my child. And I'm going to be honest, girls, I just buckled down in my faith, and I just cried. Because I thank God for him, pushing us through that year. Because if it wasn't for God, So when I started the new school year, again, it was God, you are I say I'm the principal of the school, but God, you're the builder and the maker of this school. And I give you Samuel. And I honestly had to give my children over to the Lord. If you turn to Psalm 119:66, I want to read this verse to you. Teach me knowledge and good judgment, for I trust your commands. See, homeschooling, ladies, we know it's about the good judgment. We know it's about drawing closer to the Lord too. We've got to put our trust in God, that what we give to our children, that they're going to receive, and then they'll be able to grow into strong Christian, men and women. And then they'll be able to impart that knowledge on to others. Well, if you watch the video from last night, the knowledge of my child reading the Bible on his own, that was the ultimate homeschool assessment for me. I was not going to cry. See, look at me. I am, oh my gosh. I just did my makeup too. Okay, so I'm telling you, ladies, get the score, put it away, but never stop praying. Keep on keeping on, and trust that God not only has your children, but remember that God has you through this too, because we are doing this as a service to the Lord. You know, that's a part of us too. We have a calling for homeschooling. Don't forget who put that calling there in your heart. It wasn't something going wrong in a public school. It wasn't something going wrong in a community. It wasn't something going wrong. It was something going right within your heart to God. And God knew what your family needed. And He called you to that, and you answered that call. So continue to pray to God for our own knowledge to be able to impart upon our children. But also let us trust to give our children to the Lord. To let go just a little bit. Enough so that, they can see the joy through this experience and not feel the stress. Let us stress our children out about these tests. And I keep, sure my children are going to get rewarded. Solomon has a gi already waiting for him. And he's been asking me every day, can he try it on? And I won't let him. He won't even take it out of the pack. And I know it's just, it's killing him. Samuel's going to get a game because that's his love. My little gamer. But give them a reward. Take them out. Celebrate. Let them see that you're proud of them no matter what. And if you cry from joy because you know how far God took you and you know how far God took your child. And you tell your child that. Say, I'm not crying in disappointment. I am crying because I cannot stop from praising the Lord for what He has done in your life and the life of our family. And your future is not, our children's future is not our future for them. Remember, God has a future and a plan for your child. All right, okay. So homeschool moms, no stressing. Have a blessed day, and give yourself just a clap. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Go do some praise and worship. Just go and just celebrate somewhere in your corner because you did it. End of the year means you made it. And I'm proud of you guys. So I'm praying for you and you pray for me. Okay. There's a song by Mercy Me and it's called Even If. So go check it out. And you have a blessed day. Bye.